It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them. I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room. The dreamless sleep. The shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
I'm sorry. I didn't know any of this was happening until it was much too late. I came to try to put things right.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
But I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Selûne's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
Moonmotes. They bring Seluna's light to dark places and offer guidance to those in need. My parents are watching over me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here. Shadowheart, still. I can't run away from who I was all this time. Besides, there's something fitting to it. Can't cast a shadow without sunlight.
Can't give up now.
My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. Give me a night.
A huge polished disc looms before you.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
Your prayers fade away into the...
Something hidden, but not from me.
Can't risk being in open view. All right. On my way.
never easy. Cutting to the chase.
Time for some bloody work. Time to press ahead.
May it please, Mistra.
Can't afford to let up. On the move.
I can't even catch my breath.
Sounds like there's gold inside. Their proceeds?
This is a colossal waste of time.
Don't fancy the look of those prisoners.
Evil comes in many forms. This man has tried to divide us with his lies, but no more! Today, this man will pay! The man behind the corruption.
It's not a lie!
You have done quite it. You have poisoned. Though you hide.
Here, here!
Attention!
Here, here!
Agent of...
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
What the hells follow?
Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this
Don't just stand there.
I suppose we should aid him. Though I'd hate to miss the show.
The newcomer speaks, and speaks of... And in so doing, dear citizen.
No, please.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Seems like the best way.
Evil comes in many forms. This man has tried to divide us with his lies, but no more! Today, we will have justice. Today,
It's not a lie.
though you attend age
Your parasites.
Ragnar!
today,
Don't just stand there.
the new, and in so do dear citizen.
No.
On it. Time to push my luck again. No time for mercy. Need to find a way forward. Survival is all that matters. Hope this ends well.
Take much more.
Indeed. I wonder if this is worth the cost. Here we go again.
What should I do? I can keep going a little longer now.
If you don't mind. Gods. I suppose. What's an heroic? And you know what they say, the bigger the story. I'll tell you all about it. But not here.
Floric, former advisor to Duke Ravengard, has been found guilty of treacherous and seditious activity against the people of Baulders Gate. She will be executed 5 days hence.
Horrible about that one. Could barely sleep for 10 days.
Couldn't wait to show off the scar to my friends of skin.
Mystra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Salutations.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Not the message one hopes to receive. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in... I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. Your kind, during my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The outer planes wait for me.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me, it is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for... You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of...
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary... With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshipper, if you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to set...
Great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on. As you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
I have a lot on my mind. Well...
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. She gave us the secret of the orb's power. I call that extremely useful knowledge to have. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. God! gods! How did I not see that? But I should have known. What right had I to go about declaring myself an archmage when I was as foolish as a common apprentice in setting such an entity loose? At least now I'm armed with the truth. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Carsus. Perhaps I see few other options open to me if I ever want to be me again. I don't imagine being able to... If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will not... Now, I believe we've...
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
Unless Lord Gortish tells us otherwise.
I know you're hurt. We don't want to bring her back, will it?
I know. I just don't want to lose anyone else. Down here busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble.
I know her. That's Ghoster. She's no thief.
Stay back!
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind. Doesn't make any sense.
It will when you bet the drow. Honestly.
Oh, give me strength. Shh. Be on it.
Good.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel
Darling,
watch.
it's very leather-like.
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
We're shopping for a
Yes,
suit.
but they were Gortash's
Dinner with
idea,
my
which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them?
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Before the fire started.
Lord Gortash is
Are they going
expecting
to arrest
you.
us?
Please make your way to the audience
I
chamber.
almost believed you this time.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't really please that. It's the
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way. Stand down, villain. Aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, the quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. Not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fake together.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounter. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extreme. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
What a shame to refuse the... Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my... Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds...
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make... I will give you time to...
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baulders Gate. Then we proceed. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs...
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baulders Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council...
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn? What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baulders Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to... Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that...
Have you seen the T-Falls at the South Gate? L2L's exiles.
Sorry, these dukes are what?
Ruff's babbling, no time to talk.
What my friend means to say is that the witness must have been mistaken.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Trade. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Fine. Keep your boots on. lot of you.
Is that blood?
Rehearse
No,
this one
never
more
mind.
time.
This is the armory. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Fine. Keep your boots on. Lot of use that.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I don't know, dear. I don't know. All we can do is be patient.
Ah, they're harmless. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Look at you. Judging you. Don't like it.
I'm not being paid to like it.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. And to think, you see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. Rude. This is Gortash's game. Raven Guard's good as dead. And or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to, right? Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. Even if I could have made it this far without you, I don't think it's... Overall, I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them.
must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You're having a chuffing laugh.
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here.
You know the fold again, Estra. I told you you should have added pictures.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? Thank you.
Feels differently after some filth and rest. Down here busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble.
I know her must be that doctor. She's no thief.
Stay back. Stay calm. Warning you.
We know you will drive back the army of the Absolute and raise our city with pinnacle.
Cleanse the ills. Faerun's impotent godlings have failed to staunch. From us all.
Pots! Handmade pots!
Oh! Do you actually want one? Sorry.
Please deposit supplies below. We'll carry them for you.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
Right tool will do the trick.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced."
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone. A grasping hand, an offering.
All right, time to skulk about.
You're violent.
Ready.
What now?
My faith will protect me. Heading there.
Never a dull moment. Can't even catch my breath.
Let's end this.
This room will be thy resting place.
Close.
Need to act fast.
Still breathing, despite everything. Swiftly now.
Torment!
Got to concentrate.
Where do I go from here? Nothing will stand in my way. It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice, adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
You do not call upon the sisters. They come when the hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizura's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baulders Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mithora, you arsehole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Pish-posh! That strutting tyrant has a long reach and a steel fist, but he's a puppy dog compared to the real horror that haunts our streets. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baulders Gate, and his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Oren is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer. willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath, hmm? I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Don't be so hard. Pro freedom. No more pact. No more hell. Oh, well, maybe monster isn't so far off. Why? I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him. No one truly understands the weight of loss until they've worn it a while. There is no shame in sharing the load when you need to. It seems that events at Denthelans have overtaken. Perhaps we might have done something to help. I have not been overly generous. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Mince of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jahira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this absolute, what we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Mince charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to... So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the... But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be minced either. As simply as that? Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates.
Aelin seems a little subdued since you came back. Did something happen? It's not a problem most of us have. My poor darling. Thank you for fighting by her side. It means more to her, to me, than you know.
Ah, ally mine. We are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of... My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and...
But fear not.
We wouldn't miss it.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon.
A true pleasure to watch you tell the Archduke exactly where... One cannot embrace a viper, only get entangled by it. And we learned something. One chosen thinks to send us against the other, while they sit safe behind their Good. Gederick thought he was safe too. It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A Harper learns to doubt. To peer through every smile, question every look. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it? That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my... It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best. Ask it.
Come for a chat? The 9 I call the first. How I adore the other 8. Well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I did it. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my... But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't...
fate. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection?
Patricide is often the first step toward greatness. But I hope Will...
Come for a chat?
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leaf and never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I didn't. I don't. My sacrifice kept Baulders Gate safe from Tiamat, but that doesn't mean that the leash never chafed. That I was content to lap up whatever. The leash has been...
A moment passes.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. I wanted to come here to see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am. Loss. Actual loss, not Shah's oblivion. I had my family. For 2 I'll follow. But I think I want to stay here a little longer, firstly. Shadowheart. She's as much a part of who I am as Jennifer. Besides, Shadowheart's...
That's interesting. Don't want to draw any attention. Out of sight, out of mind.
Interloper.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Torment.
Still on my feet. I speak, they burn.
What's the plan? Onward.
Well, so much for peace. Gone with the weave.
Got to focus.
I will not tolerate impudence. This place shall be your grave.
judge ounces. Striking distance.
Got to keep fighting.
The taste of death! It has been far too long!
Battle of wits.
take you.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Let's end this.
No choice but to keep going.
No time to rest.
the edge off. Don't get in trouble now.
Oi! Citizen! Get me... Citizen! My wrinkles are starting to... Thanks for... Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I... put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over. Well, I was enjoying a fabulous glass, well, several glasses, of some gnome. My joints stiffened up. Overall, a terrible ordeal. One deserving of a drink. You might not be finished. I am. But you... Well, you gave these reprobates... The city needs... A century ago, it was This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.